Sir, what is the quiz average, sir?
Good morning. My desktop is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, last class we have done design of linear block code encoder. Okay. So, okay. So next is we are going to. I think encoder part is over, right? So we have done the design. Okay, we have multiplied U0, U1, U2. Suppose if you are going to take 4-bit message multiplied by G, and you have to find out the value of a bit, okay, code vector V0, V1 in terms of U0, U1, U2, U3 will get. Okay, so this is okay. We are going to get. So have you completed this or not? No, you have to give a response. Otherwise, simply I can upload the material and I can leave it to next topic.
Can you go over it once again, sir?
Huh?
So can you go over it once again?
See, for getting encoder, say suppose if my message is this, right? U0, U1, U2, 3. So I have clearly given it is a 7,4 linear block code. Okay, so this is my message. Okay, K is going to be 4. So my message is U0, U1, U2, U3. So instead of substituting a specific value, 4-bit number, so I'm going to take general case. So I'm going to take U0, U1, U2, U3. It is a row vector. I'm multiplying this by G. Okay, so when I multiply, so G is already known. I have already written how to generate generative matrix, right? So if you multiply, you are going to get, so what is your V? So V can be written as, so it is a 7-bit because N is 7. So we are generating V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, okay, V5, V6, totally 7-bit we are generating, okay. So how to find out V0? V0 is, so just by multiplying U0 with 1 and then U1 with 0, U2 with 1, okay, we are doing XOR operation, okay. So simply we are writing in terms of U0, U1, U2, U3, you are getting V0. So in the same way, you have to get the remaining bit also. So V1 is going to be U0 plus U1 plus U2. Then V2 is U1 plus U2 plus U3, okay. So last 4-bit is going to be my message bit only. Okay, it is U0, U1, U2, U3. So these are equal, right? So these 3 bit is going to be our So what is this? It is a parity bit. Okay. So these are parity bits. Parity bits or check bits, both are same. So we are generating 3 parity bits, okay, because the n minus k is going to be 3, right? So it is a 7 minus 4, so it is 3 bit. Okay, so we are generating V0 to V2 will be parity bit, whereas V3 to V6 it is a U0 to U3 only, it is a message bit. So it is a systematic code. Okay, so we are getting this. So using this, you should draw the encoder circuit. Can you draw the encoder circuit? So I have already drawn. So I have four, so my message is 4 bit. So I need 4 registers to or flip flops to store this message U0, U1, U2, U3. So my input is I'm going to give input to this register. So I am constructing a shift register. So at the same time, I'm going to feed this to channel also. So 4-bit message, okay, we are going to leave, right? So next way, so we are going to generate the parity bit. Okay, how to generate parity bit from? So we know V0 in terms of U0, U1, U2, U3. We have already obtained the equation, right? So just by multiplying this, we are getting this. Okay, what is our first equation? U0 plus U2 plus U3, right? U0 plus U2 plus U3 will be nothing but V0. Okay. So this is my V0. Okay. So I have to connect U0 and then U2 should be connected to this adder and then U3 should be also connected. I am giving 3 inputs, right? For this adder. So it is a modulo 2 adder. Okay, so what is the output I am getting from adder? It is nothing but V0. It is in terms of U0 plus U2 plus U3. Similarly, we have already, we know V1 in terms of this message bit. Okay, based on that, I have to connect, whether the connection should be given from this flip-flop to this adder or not, it depends. Okay, so using these 3 equations, okay, sorry. Okay, based on this 3 equation, I'm getting, I'm going to connect U0, U1, U2 to this adder, okay, V1. Okay, so when I do that, so I'm getting this, okay. So next, what is the output we are getting from adder? It is V0. V0 in terms of U0, U1, U2, U3. Similarly, V1, V2. So we are going to feed this to 3 parity because we know n minus k is going to be 3. N minus k is nothing but 7 minus 4. It is 3 bits. Parity bit is 3 bits. So it is V0, V1, V2. So we are going to feed this to parity register. Okay. So once after generating this, we are going to send this to channel. Okay. So we are by changing this SBDT switch, we are going to change over the switch position. Maybe initially the switch is going to be in A position and next I'm going to switch over to B. Okay, once I feed all the 4-bit message, I'm going to switch over this and I can transfer this 3 parity bits to the channel. Okay, so my what is the output I'm getting from this? So I have 2 parts. One is message, right? Message. So another one is parity bit. So initially I send message, 4-bit message, and then 3-bit parity I am generating. Okay. So totally my code word is going to be 7-bit. So this is 7,4 systematic linear block code encoder circuit, encoding circuit. Okay. So for any problem, you can do the design of encoder circuit in this way. So if you have any doubt on this part, you can ask me. Otherwise, I can switch out to next topic. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can verify you can apply any 4-bit message and you can also find out the corresponding code word can be generated with the help of this block diagram, okay, circuit. So if you feed 1,000, the first 3 parity bit is going to be 110 you will get. Okay. So 1,000 is going to be your message. So what is the actual code? So because n is going to be 7, so we are going to append 3 parity bits before the message bits. Okay, so I have written both. So message as well as code word we are generating from this n code. Okay, next is okay. So this is over. The next is syndrome calculator circuit design. Okay, so syndrome and error reduction. So as I told earlier, when I am sending this 7-bit message, 7-bit message I am sending, it is said to be my code vector. Okay, code word. So sometimes if any one of the received vector, code vector is getting changed, so then it means the error is introduced in the channel. Okay, so when you add error to the code vector, so result is we are going to get the received vector. Okay, so this we are going to receive this at a receiver side. So when there is no error occur, when no bit is going to be changed in the code word, then no error occur. Okay, so when error occur, some of the bit is going to be changed. So code vector is not going to be equal to received vector because error occur in some bit position. So with the help of syndrome calculator, we can detect the error. Okay, so that is our next. So we are going to design a syndrome calculator circuit. Okay, so for doing this design part, so we need again parity check matrix. So this already we have done in the last class itself. I am going to make use of same problem only we are going to do. Okay, our aim is I am going to design a syndrome calculator circuit. Okay, okay. So I know you know how to get parity check matrix. So for the given problem, I know G is already known, right? G is known. G is already written, right? We have already written the generator matrix. So once G is known, you can write the H value. So this is going to be so n minus k cross n. Okay, H will be always. So the first part is going to be identity part, identity matrix. Second part is going to be nothing but parity. So we are going to fill up this. Okay, so we have written the parity check matrix. So suppose, so instead of giving a specific value, I am going to take a general notation for received vector. I know code vector is going to be, because it is a 7, 4, 7 indicates my n. N is nothing but code vector size. Okay, code vector or word. Okay, both are same. Okay, size is size. How many bits are going to be there in the code vector? It is 7 bit. So general notation I am going to take. So let the received vector be R0, R1, R2, R3, R6 till R6. 7 bit it is. Okay. Okay. Next, I am going to generate the syndrome just by multiplying. Okay, the received vector multiplied by H transpose. I am going to do. Okay. So I have already told when I multiplied the code vector, I think in the beginning. Here, see. So when there is no error occur, so when I am multiplying the received vector, okay, maybe code vector, if I multiply with H transpose, so I should get the syndrome bits are going to be 0. When the error occur, it is not going to be same, right? So we are going to verify that. Okay. So what I am going to do is, I know H is known, I can write H transpose. Okay, can you write H transpose? H is already, we have already written the parity check matrix. So from this you can write H transpose. You take first column and you put this value, okay, the first column in your row. So totally we have 7 rows you are going to get when in the H transpose matrix. So can you write H transpose? So this is my H transpose. Is it correct? Have you got this? So what I'm going to do is yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to multiply the residue vector multiplied by H transpose now. Okay. So when I multiply residue vector, I'm going to take general notation of residue vector multiplied by H transpose. Okay. So when I do that, anyway, before doing this, otherwise I can take any one code vector. Okay. We have already computed, right? So even for encoder also we have designed. Okay. So you take this value. Okay. So can you take this value? 110 100, right? Okay. 111 is my code vector. Okay, one of the code vector I'm getting. So when my message is 100, my code vector, when I multiply message by G, I'm getting this code vector. So when I multiply this by, sorry, I should not write here. Next page. Okay. Okay. So what is it? Value? So can you tell me any?
110 100.
Very good. 110.
100.
Yeah, 110. Okay, 110 100, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to substitute this 110 100, right? So instead of this, so specific value I'm going to substitute. So can you find out and tell me, multiply and tell me, so what is this? It is a 1 cross 7, okay? Unit, a row matrix, right? So 1 row and 7 column is there, right? The residue vector. So what is this? So it is a 7 cross 3. So when you multiply these two matrix, so result is going to be 1 cross 3, right? So can you multiply and tell me what is the value you are going to get after multiplication? So 1 into 1 is 1, right? First bit. Then 1 into 0, 0, next bit is 0, again 1 into 1. So you will get 1 plus 0 plus 1. Okay, again all bits are 0.
Sir, 220 final answer, sir.
Huh?
22 and 0. S0, S1, S2, 220.
220.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
S0 is 2, sir. S1 is 2. S2 is 0.
No. Say, it is a modulo 2 arithmetic operation, right? When you add 1 plus 1, so it is a XOR operation we are going to do, right? It is not normal addition, right?
Okay, sir.
1 XOR with 1 is going to be 0. So this I am going to get for first bit. Okay? Yes, not. Right? So can
Sir,
you check?
that is not it for S0, no, sir. We have to multiply the second and third column also. Right?
See, 7 bit, I have a row vector. I have one more matrix. Okay? So it is a row matrix, right? So it is said to be row vector. 1 row and 7 column is there. So in this, how many rows and columns? 7 into 3. So after multiplying, you are going to get 1 row, 3 column, right? So it is going to be S0, S1, S2, S3. Sorry, S2. Okay. So I have computed only S0. So similarly, you have to get S1. So you take
Sir,
1.
S0, we have to XOR between all the values that we got. So 1 XOR 0. Then
you listen. See, 1 into 1 is multiplication. No need to use XOR and all, right? 1 into 1 is going to be 1. So 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0. So in between we are putting plus, no, that is XOR, right? Okay?
Yes, sir. That is what I'm saying, sir. So S0, while calculating S0, we have to after we got that equation, we have
Hey, listen.
to 1 XOR 0 plus
how many
0
zeros you are getting? 0. If you add with 0, you are going to get only 0 only, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
See, you don't know basic digital subject. You have to revise then. Okay. So your S0 will be how much? So it is going to be 0. So because 1 XOR with 1 is going to be 0, right? Okay. So next, how to find out S1? So can I write X1 is again 1. 1 into 0, 0. Next 1. So 0 into 0 is 0. Then again 1. Next 3 bits are going to be 0, right? 0 plus 0 plus 0. So what is this value? 0, right? So similarly S2 will be also 0, right? Is it clear? So shall I proceed? So when I give specific value and when I multiply this by H transpose, I am getting 000. So it means, so when my residue vector R is equal to C, okay? What is residue vector? So when there is no error occur in the code vector sent over the channel, so I am going to get same bit as a residue vector. So in such case, so I am going to take this, right? So my syndrome value will be 0, 0, 0. Okay. So instead of this, if I change any one bit version, okay. So can you take, you change one, modify one bit. Okay. I'm going to modify this bit, right? 110. So can you modify and tell me? So okay, 100, 100. I'm multiplying this by H transpose. Okay. So can you tell me this H transpose value? 100. Somebody can read this. Have you noted? 010, 001. Next, 110. So nobody is writing 011, 111, 101. So this is my H transpose. So this is my residue vector. Okay. So I am multiplying these two. So can you multiply and tell me value? 1 cross 1 is 1. So 0 plus 0. So what is, you are going to generate 1 plus 0 plus 0 and then plus 1. Okay. Next to 3 bits are going to be 0, right? So finally you will get this. Okay. So I am leaving zeros and all. Okay. So when you calculate after multiplication, you are going to get S0, S1, S2. Okay, I am writing, this is my S0 value. So what is my S1? Can you tell me? So 1 into 0, 1 into 0, okay, plus.
So you'll get 1, sir.
Yeah, 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0 plus 1 into 1 plus, okay, remaining and all 0. So this is my S1 value, okay. So similarly, I can find out my S2, okay. I'm going to get, so 1 into 0, 0 into 0, 0, okay, everything is 0, 0. So next 1 into 0, okay, I think all bits are 0, okay. I'm getting all plus plus. So all the bits are going to be 0, right? So what is my S0? 1 plus 1 is 0. S1 how much? 1.
1, sir.
S2 is going to be 0 again, right? So S0, S1, S2 is nothing but 0, 1, 0. Have you got this? 0, 1, 0?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now if error occur in the receipt vector, so the syndrome is not going to be 0. Syndrome bits are not 0. Now, what is the value of getting 0, 1, 0? What is the location of in the H transpose? It is in a second row, right? Second row of H transpose. So it indicates that error occur in the second bit position of the receipt vector. Okay, so we have to correct the second bit from the from left to right, right? From MSB, right? So error occur in the second bit. Okay, so if it so the same syndrome value is going to be available in H transpose, any one combination. When no error occur, so in such case all the 3 bits of a syndrome is going to be 0 always. Is it clear?
Yes.
Have you got this? So shall I proceed next?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I gave example. Now I am going to take a specific problem. Okay, given in the previous slide, right? I am going to take this, right? R0, R1. Instead of giving a specific value, general case we are going to take R0, R1, R2, R3. So this is your H transpose. Multiply and get the value of S0, S1, S2 in terms of R0, R1 to R6. Can you get? Multiply and get the value of S0, S1, S2. Okay, in this way you will get. So please check. Okay, multiply R0. Okay, R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6 multiplied by H transpose. Okay, so the result is you will get S0, S1, S2. 3 bit we are going to get. So in terms of R you will get. Okay, that is this one. Have you got this? Check. You tell me whether you have calculation is over or not. Okay, have you got this value or not? S0, S1, S2 in terms of R0. Okay, in terms of the received vector bits. Okay, have you got this? Okay, finished? I don't know, nobody's doing or simply the, then finally if I ask some question in the examination, they are telling, so nothing, it is not covered something they are telling. Have you completed or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got this value S0, S1, S2 in terms of R0. Now, what we are going to do is, so for this I am going to use, okay, modulo adder. So I am going to do only XOR operation. Okay, so by doing XOR operation, I am getting S0 value. And similarly for this S1, S2. So I need, so because I am going to generate S0, S1, S2, I need 3 modulo adder. Okay, so before that I have to store this 7 bit received vector. So I need 7 flip flops or so I need a shift register again, right? So this is my general circuit. Okay, okay. So syndrome calculator circuit it is. Okay. So it is a syndrome calculator circuit. Okay. So I am going to feed the received vector. So because I know it is a 7-bit received vector, I am going to store this value in this flip-flop or registers, right? For storing those 7. So if it is 7, I have to restrict. So last maybe R6. Okay. So this is general case. So next, what I have to do is, so I have already computed my S0, S1, S2 in terms of okay, this, right? Received vector bits, right? So same thing I am going to do now. Sorry. So whether I'm going to connect this or not, it depends, right? So when I feed R0 to R7 to this adder, let's say some of the bit is going to be added, right? So I know for what is my S0, can you tell me your S0 value?
0,
Okay.
sir.
0. 1 minute. Not 0. General case by R0, in terms of R0, yeah, this one I'm asking. Okay. Say, now we are going to get a general syndrome calculator design circuit we are designing, right? Okay. So R0, R3, R5, R6, right? R, okay, what is my S0? R0 plus R3. Can you tell me? Those 4 bit? Shall I close the class? Because nobody is responding. What is your S0 point?
Sir, S0 is R0 plus R3 plus R5 plus R6.
So for telling this, so nobody is listening to the class, I know. R5 plus R6,
Yes, sir, R5, R6.
Okay, so we have already feed the 7 bit, okay, 7 bit receipt vector, and we are going to store in this register. So whether we are going to connect this to adder or not, it depends. So we know S0 in terms of R0, R1, R2, we have already computed. So using this, can you draw the diagram? So I can draw only for S0. You have to complete this part, remaining part, right? So I'm going to take.
Sir, in the circuit above, for S0, there is some other thing also, sir. P01 is also there. What is that, sir?
What is it, sir?
So if you scroll a little up.
P01. So whether
Yeah.
connection is there or not, okay. So it is a. So whether we are going to connect it or not, okay. You don't bother about
Okay,
this
sir.
and all. Okay. I think I
Okay,
have
sir.
skipped it. Maybe you may be confused otherwise, right? Whether we are going to connect this or not, it depends whether that particular connection is there or not, right? So I can draw
Got it.
only for. I'll do one thing. R1, okay, R2. So specific diagram I'm going to draw. Okay. R4, then R5, okay, R6. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, this is nothing but modulo adder, okay, 2 adder or XOR, okay, operation we are going to do. So I have to connect this R0 to this adder. So output is nothing but my S0. Okay, so R3 is connected. Okay, then R5, then R6. You got this? So S0 is now we have generated. So similarly, I should write for S1. Okay. So, so based on the equation we have already generated, right? We have already generated this equation, right? R1, R3, R4, R5. So this is R. So can you tell me your S1 value?
R1, R3, R5, R5, sir.
R1, R3, R4,
R5.
R5. Okay, R5. So I have to connect R1. So R3. Okay. So from this I can take So next R4. So R5 I can take from this. Okay. So similarly, I have to complete this S2. Right. So the previous circuit is general circuit. Right. Now, so this is my circuit related to 7,4. For the given problem, 7,4 linear block code, I know the generator matrix is known, and then using generator matrix, I have I have calculated the parity check matrix. Then I got the H transpose. So I multiplied H transpose with the receipt vector, and this is my syndrome calculator circuit. Okay, so my syndrome calculator design. Syndrome calculator, circuit. So we have designed the circuit for syndrome calculation now. Okay, I think I can stop with this. So tomorrow I can continue. Okay, single problem I took and I have done everything, right? Okay.
So can you upload this, sir, today?
I can upload today. I think before 5 I will upload. Okay, I'm going to upload all these slides, right? I'll do it
sir.
today itself. Okay. So, so this is clear. Syndrome calculator. So, if I'm giving, you remind me tomorrow. I can take Hamming code, right? I should teach. I may forget. Okay, I have to define what do you mean by Hamming code, or shall I define now itself? I think tomorrow I can tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You
So
So
just
we
what
have
repeat.
portions
class
cat to,
tomorrow
sir?
or on Monday?
What's that?
So we have class tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is working day, right? For you?
So it was not mentioned in the mail actually.
No,
It was
no.
not mentioned in the calendar.
No,
It's
circular may
working,
be
sir.
given by Dean Academics.
It's
Okay.
working day only, sir.
It is
Tuesday.
a working day for us, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is a Wednesday timetable.
So that is next week, sir.
So that is next week, sir. 14th. I mean, 14th is the holiday. So next week.
No, 14th is holiday. I know.
So and the next week, Saturday is working.
So tomorrow and day after tomorrow is recat, sir. So there can't be classes tomorrow and day after tomorrow.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
So okay, no problem. But as per the circular, so it was given earlier. So it is a working day. Anyhow, I'll check. Otherwise, I can take class on Monday, right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if we are
17th
getting
is a working day, sir. 17th is the Saturday. 17th is the working day, sir.
17th,
Yes, sir. That is next Saturday.
so anyhow, I'll check. Okay, if it is not working, then I won't take. Okay. So Monday I can continue the same topic. I have to teach Hamming code, and then I'll tell you. I'll give some idea about the error correction part also. Okay. I'm not going to teach fully. I'll give some clue. Okay, and I can switch over to next topic. Okay, cyclic code. I'll switch over.
Sir, what all do we have for cat to, sir, then?
Cat 2 definitely till cyclic code I'll cover, right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I'll cover maximum, right? Okay. So is it clear? So
Yes,
can you post the attendance? Okay, I have already given the link. Okay, the chat box. You please enter your attendance, right? So I can stop my lecture now, right? Okay. So those who have entered can leave.